Oh my word. You have got to see Avatar. Okay, seriously, this is a must-see movie. I really enjoyed it. I really didn't know what it was going to be about when I first went. I thought it was about some alien and didn't really understand anything about it. Didn't really see very many advertisements for it, so I didn't know what to expect going in to see the movie. And I was actually really pleased. One thing though about this video, if you're going to watch it, which I suggest you do, but it has some minor spoilers. It doesn't give any big things away, but it does kind of talk about the movie in detail. So it'd probably be better if you watch the movie first before watching this. So this is your time to pause and exit out, then come back later after you see the movie. There were subtle undertones the entire time that were very political, and I really want to talk about them. First example of this I have is the tie between the environment and religion. Now, it was obviously a pro-environment movie. It was obviously saying that, we're destroying the earth and global warming is going to kill us all type, thing where we should all respect our environment. But I really think it went further than that. But its connection between the environment and their God. It was like the entire planet was made up of this network of roots and trees and beings, and everything was connected, and it was all connected to God. And I think that's so important that we don't see in our world is a connection between our environment and God. And for me, it's quite crucial that there is a link between the environment and God. And every time I go out into the environment, I see God in it. And also, it was interesting to see that the mother is really the leader of the tribe, the spiritual leader, but also the leader, because what she said really was final, and what her husband said could be debated. And it was interesting to see that the religious leader was really the most important person of the tribe. And she was a woman. And I think there was a lot of feminist undertones to the whole movie, which I thought were really powerful and really interesting to see the women take charge and act. And I thought that was one really awesome part of the movie. So a lot of other people have been discussing this movie and saying how anti-war it was, and how I was reading Yahoo News. Don't make fun of me, I don't ever read that, but they started talking about Avatar and the political undertones, and they're like, it's anti-war, don't go see it, because Yahoo is extremely conservative. So anyway, it made me think, is this movie actually non-violent? Is it saying that you should be non-violent and anti-war? And I don't agree with Yahoo at all. I think it's a film that talks about war openly and says that war is acceptable at certain times. And this is a part in the movie where I don't agree. It's kind of touchy, if they didn't fight, then they would have lost and all pretty much died. But if they did, it was pro-war. So I'm still trying to figure out what I feel about this. And if you really want to take Gandhi's message of nonviolence and apply it to the situation, Gandhi would say, do not fight. So one of the most interesting parts of the movie, I thought, was the political innuendos placed inside it. I thought it was interesting that the writer decided to make the mining company a private corporation that was being supported by the government, and it was all private industry that was taking advantage of these people. It showed the evilness of private industry, and it showed how the capitalism system is flawed because it looks more to the individual and the individual getting its monetary needs met than the collective whole, which is much more important in taking care of the collective whole, because a lot of the things that take care of the collective whole don't exactly make a profit. And if it doesn't make a profit, then it can't be privatized. The whole incentive process is lost. So a lot of these things are left to go, like hunger and homelessness and all the things that really affect the poor. So it's my opinion that socialist society would probably be better for our country and for a lot of different countries now that we've moved past the point where capitalism is really important. We are a developed country now. We need to take care of those who are less fortunate than ourselves, and I think that a socialist society might be the correct answer. And I think that's kind of what the movie was pointing at, and I don't mean by a completely socialized economy and culture. I think that we can make progressive steps towards that, but never completely one way or the other. I think it's important that we're moderate and have both capitalism and competitivism, but also in some fields, socialism. So tell me what you think. I'm sure you're kind of a little argumentative about what I just said. So leave me some comments, and I really look forward to seeing you next video.